Venus Valley State Prison, Frobat, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello.
Hello, Free. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay, Rudy. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Little update. I was kind of rushed when I talked to you the other day to tell you I was out of the woods on this pain situation, this kidney situation. I was in with my counselor, really wonderful Christian counselor, by the way. That's why he's such a nice guy, Mr. Garcia. Anyway, the pain returned yesterday, which was amazing because the doctor thought this thing was over. What it was, and let me explain.
I got
a wonderful doctor here. Her name is Lori Hedden. Unfortunately, that was about her last day on my prison yard. She won't be here after today. Yesterday was her last day here. She's just tremendous. One of the two real.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Doctors I've seen in CDC in 35 years, only one or two, and the rest are usually pretty bad. So anyway, she thought I was out of the woods, that there was no pain for about 15 hours, so she thought that the stone had made its way out. But they don't have the equipment here to test me for that. I was out at an emergency hospital, which is where they did the proper testing. They don't want to send me out there again. So anyway, the pain is returned at 3:40 yesterday in the afternoon, and went all the way to number 10 pain again today. I had to take pain pills, which I was able to get just these little minor Tylenols, but it knocked enough of it out of me to where I was able to cope with it. So I'm not sure at this point what's going to take place, but at least I know it's not life-threatening, and so I can cope with it a little bit better. And I know that I don't know anything beyond that.
Yeah. So the counselor and the doctor that were handling this, I don't know if the counselor and the doctor are the same one and the same, but she's no longer there. She's no longer going to be able to help you going forward, or
no. Counselor, doctor are two very different people. Counselor just deals with day-to-day logistical things and administrative things with us, and the doctor is an MD that deals only with MD medical situations. The MD is no longer here. The counselor, who is the Christian man, is he remains here.
Okay, but the doctor, okay, so do you have faith in any of the other doctors that they'll be able to handle? No faith at all. Yeah, wow, okay.
Well, the doctor that I've been passed off to, I know his name. I've heard some prisoners say that they like him, but usually when these prisoners tell me they like a doctor, what they're saying is they like the fact that they can scam them for all the drugs they can get.
Yeah.
Because almost all these guys except me want their drugs. And Hedden is the one I had. Dr. Hedden is hip to that, and she doesn't give them their drugs when they're necessary. She does, of course, and when they're unnecessary, she usually sees through their scams, and therefore a lot of these guys don't like her. But to me, she's the greatest. She was a gift to me the other day. She even pulled me back in yesterday morning after everything was done at the outside hospital, and did a kind of a recap on everything. But that's when she thought everything was over and the thing had probably passed. But then hours later, we determined it wasn't. Anyway, that was the last time I probably will ever get to see her, is yesterday when she pulled me back in. So it's unfortunate, just weird coincidental timing again, because they don't move him around that often.
Wow.
So the doctor I'm passed on to, I don't know if he's going to be good or not. But hopefully this thing will make its way out somehow. Apparently it's still trapped in that place because they didn't do anything to untrap it. I don't know if they have procedures nowadays to where they can break that up. I mean, I thought they do. I thought they have lasers.
Yeah. My dad had gallstones, and they used some sort of laser sound vibration technique to break it up without having to do any sort of surgery. They just, did a machine and pinpointed where the stone was, and they broke it up through vibration sound, I think.
Well, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to have that done at a place like that outside hospital, but I'm not there anymore, and they're very reluctant to send me out there as it is. And so it's unlikely that I'll ever get a chance to get back out there. I don't know why they didn't do that, because the doctor there came to me and told me, what the situation was. And right then it was time to go. It's like, okay, you're discharged, and the guards are real anxious to leave there and get back here to the prison. I don't know why. So everybody wants to rush out of there without me being able to ask the doctor anything more about things like, well, why isn't that being dissolved with your equipment? Because it's a very good hospital, the Tividat Hospital, and there's no reason they wouldn't have that kind of mega $1 million equipment. But anyway, this is where we're at now. I'm just giving you as much of the update as I know. Moving on to some other things, I wanted to ask you, David Parham, you said you couldn't reach at that old information I gave you, but did you try to get the new South Lyon High School class of 72 printout? Because I'm sure that they've got a printout just like the one I have from whatever that was 8 or 10 years ago. I'm sure they have an updated one, and David Parham's information should be on it, I'm supposing. Probably an updated email address. So, have you had a chance? I got some distractions.
No, I understand.
Have you had a chance, or even tried, or even thought about that follow-up?
Yeah, I can look on that website you gave me, and I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I wrote it down in some notes.
The website I gave you? I've got it here.
Yeah, what was the name of that?
Let me find it.
And I'll look for it too.
Let's see. Shoot, I hate to waste even a minute looking.
No, I understand. I just found it actually. It's going to be. I found it. It's SLH72. I'm going to bring it up right now. And
yeah, SLH72. Right.
Yep.
Let's see.
And I'm going to search for the word Parham. So yeah, I've got an email address. I've got an email address and a phone number for him, and I'm trying to think. I'll call him. It's 9:30. It may be a little bit too late. He's in Mississippi or Michigan. I can't. What's MI? I always forget if MI is Michigan or Mississippi. But
what time are you? What time are you right now?
9:35.
25 minutes to 9.
9:35.
Oh, 9:30. Oh, you're 2 hours different than me.
Yeah.
Okay, they're only 1 hour different than you. They're 3 hours different than us.
Okay, so
Michigan is 3 hours different than us. So right now they should be, let's see, 7:30, 8:30, 9. They should be 10:35 right now.
Yeah, I hate to call him at 10:30. I hate to call him. I could probably call him tomorrow. I forget.
No, you can.
Yep.
Yeah, it can wait.
Okay.
It can wait. Yes, that's fine. But I don't know. Is this too much to ask of you? I don't want to. I'm always conscientious about people's expenses on all these things, but that printout is probably about 30 pages or 20 pages or something like that. I'd like to get a printout of that entire thing. If it's a little burdensome for you, I can get.
No, that's not a problem. No, that's not a problem at all, David. I can. Free. I can do that. No problem. Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Yeah,
I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you exactly how many pages it is in just 2 seconds. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, if you can print that out for me and send it to me in the mail, then I'll have the updates of everybody, because there are a few other people in there I might want to reach. In terms of anything else, in terms of the rescue, life-saving stuff, whatever you want to call it, I think I sent you an affidavit of Chris James, the prisoner that was choking to death.
Yes.
You remember?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to write him, I don't know where he is, but there's something called a prison locator, and if you've got somebody who wants to go this far to do this, there's something called a prison locator.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I don't know where he is today, assuming he's still alive. I assume he still is. He's not an old man, but he was a very disabled man. But the prison locator number, this is good for future reference too. This is just for California. The phone number is 916-445.
Wait a minute, 916-445. Yeah, 916-445.
6713.
Okay.
Now, I don't know exactly how that works as far as the recording or whatever. Gail's used it hundreds of times, but you get some person a recording or something, they'll ask you to give the input, and you want to give Chris's name, Chris James, and his CDC number, which is on that affidavit, and just find out where he's located. And if you or Aaron or somebody wants to write him just for further, verification of that affidavit, by all means, go right ahead, and he'd probably respond to it. He's very disabled. He was in a motorcycle accident before he came to prison that, he's like kind of a mangled face, and he's
yeah, okay,
and that sort of thing. So
okay,
he's a mess, but whether or not that would prevent him from writing it is possible, because if you see his signature on that affidavit, it's pretty shaky. But in any case, if anybody wants to try, they're welcome to follow up on those other things as you guys maybe have time or wish to, or we can find somebody else that's willing to help with some dedication of their time to doing these things. By all means, what's the word I'm looking for? Spread out that,
right.
for anybody else to help that will
No,
help.
absolutely.
Delegate, that's what I'm looking for. Delegate any of that to anybody else will help. So all that's publicly okay with me to put out there.
Okay, it looks like it's going to be maybe anywhere from 11 to 17 pages to have all of that thing printed out, so that's no problem.
Okay.
I maybe even can print it out tonight and get it out in tomorrow's mail, and it'll be headed towards you.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, that'll be a good update. So I always got long notes here. They're not real organized now because of the pain hitting me again today. I still never reorganized everything. But let me mention one other thing that's right here on my fingertips, and then I'll give you the floor in case you have anything you want to say to me. The Ozoa document, because the mailroom kept playing games and wouldn't let it out of here without extortion, like $9 of posters and stuff beyond what it was supposed to be. I divided up into 3 smaller envelopes. So I have sent you. There are actually four different mailings that'll come out of that. One was a separate document. I forgot what it was called. I think a 19-page document. And then I divided the Ozoa 73 or 75 pages into 3 mailings that'll be coming to you in 6x9 envelopes. I've already sent all 3 of them out. Last night, the last one went out. The night before, the second one, and about 2 nights before that, the first one. So as you get those, just put them together, and then when you get them to see the order, staple them together, and you'll have that complete document. There is a second Ozoa case document that I put together as I gained more information over the years. I don't know where that is. When I find it, I will send it to you. But this one I've sent you in 3 parts has most and a great amount of information that will, if you take time to read it, it'll blow your mind how much proof there is of the fraud and the whole scam of this whole thing. They did write me a rule violation report in the course of this whole pain kidney situation. They wrote me a rule violation report, which will take away my parole again, unless somehow we can get it, undone.
Do you have a future date? Do you have a future date for your next parole hearing? I mean, is there like a target date that we're looking at, or?
Yeah, it's 5 years from November.
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years from November 16th of last year.
Oh my God, 5 years! That's insanity.
Yeah, they retaliated against me and gave me more years tacked on to what they had been giving me between each one because of me submitting that.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
The affidavit from Sutton about the staff setting me up to be brutalized and with false 115s. Because of that, they retaliated and punished me with extra time in prison. They say I manipulated him to sign that, which is just a straight-out lie.
Okay, wow, that's so crazy, man. That's so insane.
Yeah, it is crazy. When I came to prison, my sentence and the law under which I'm sentenced says I had to be taken before the parole board every year. And they just ignore that, saying it's not ex post facto for them to have changed.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
Changed it to 2 years, then years later they changed it to 3 years, then years later they changed it to 5 years, saying they would apply it only to Manson type of cases. Immediately applied it to me, and now it's up to 15 years they can deny me if they want. And each time I go.
You're in our prayers, Free. That's just insane. You got to wait 5 years. I pray something's going to have to happen before then. That's just way too long.
I sure hope so. Okay, I will. I'll try to call Ken Masada if I get a chance to call later tonight, and if I get a chance